this lesson, we're going to understand Minkowski distance. So we have Minkowski distance. So Minkowski distance is also another way of computing similarity, just like your Euclidean distance and Manhattan distance. Actually, Minkowski distance is very much related to Euclidean distance and Manhattan distance. So because this is related to the first two, we will first have to make some reviews of both distances, Euclidean and Manhattan distance. So let's first have a Manhattan distance. What is this all about? So, for example, we have 3 points here. We have A point, then we have B point, and then we have C point here. This is C. So, for you to be able to reach point C, what you will have to do is that you're going to travel from point A going to point B, and then you travel from here going to point C. So this is how you get the distance from point A to point C. So for example, this is 4 meters and this is 7 meters, then we would say that you traveled 4 plus 7, 11 meters from point A to point C. So this is how you compute similarity using Manhattan distance. Another distance is Euclidean distance. Now the question is, how is this different or even similar to Manhattan distance? So anyway, Manhattan distance is also what we call the L1 regularization. Euclidean distance is also called L2. And how do we get this one? Very simple. For example, A is the first point, and then you go to point B, and then you go to point C. And this is the distance you travel from A to B to C. And you would like to reach C. Now, as opposed to Manhattan distance, wherein you really walk through the path from A to B then to C, in this case, it's very different. So what you do here is that you travel from A to C using this path. Euclidean distance is actually an application of the Pythagorean theorem. So how to get this distance is just very simple. The distance from A to B, we square that plus the square of the distance from B to C. Say for example, this one is 2 and this one is 4. Just for the sake of an argument or for the sake of this example. So 2 divided by 2 plus, 2 times 2 plus 4 times 4 or 4 to the power of 2. And then we square that. So with this, you would be able to get the value of C. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Then you will have the value here is now 4 plus 16 is 20. So you can actually expand this to really get the value of the square root of 20. So this is somewhere. So let's going to use the calculator for us to be able to get the square root of 20. So as you can see, 20, then the value is 4.47. So this is the value of C. Between Manhattan distance and Euclidean distance, this one is actually more famous. Euclidean distance is usually used to measure the point of similarity. So now, Minkowski distance may use the L1, parameter L1, and parameter L2. And how does that being defined? So Minkowski distance is being defined by this formula. So we have all the summation of the points on parameter Q, parameter I and parameter qi, then we are going to raise that to any parameter or order. The order here could be 1 or it could be 2. So when the value here is 1, then it becomes Minkowski Manhattan distance. Okay, so when the value here is 2, then it becomes Euclidean distance. As you could see here, we always take the absolute value of the points. Maybe the question is this: why do we always get the absolute value? Let me write here, absolute value. The reason for this is that when we talk about distance, the value is always positive and never distance is negative. So this is why absolute values is always considered. That's it, how we use and relate Manhattan distance and Euclidean distance to Minkowski distance. Do you want to know more about this channel? Just click these cards. We do have a lot of free data science courses for free, like Machine Learning Essentials, Deep Learning Mathematics, and a lot more. Here, you can always learn an upskill for free.